Hey there guys, it's me again, part 3. What happened? I've got attacked in the house, then I'm in the hospital, the police have arrested some of the perpetrators. So we're on stage 3, or part 3 if you want to call it. So what's happened, they've been arrested, I'm in the hospital and they've told me that they're looking at 30 year plus, and the ones who, the minions, they're looking at 20 years, 25 year each. So they've arrested them because the reason why they arrested them, I never made a statement, never said nothing. They tried to get me to make statements, they tried to get me to give blood samples, wouldn't do it. Still wouldn't do it to anyone. Like I said to you, the only time I would go to the police if someone's calling you a nonce, you have to go to the police then, because they're the only ones that can prove you're innocent. All the sacro shit and all that, I go straight on solicitors, me, take the solicitor, go to the police station, get in there and get a fucking statement off them and get the proof. And even if you have to have the person arrested calling you a nonce, get him arrested, right? And then that person, then it'll come out that he's made all his lies up, so it's all bullshit. But I'd rather get called a grass than a fucking nonce. People throwing mud at a wall and calling you. So there's the only time I would go to the police. If someone's calling me a paedophile, rapist, raping your wife, beating your wife, things like that, you've got to do it, because people start believing it if you don't. Because if you don't go, they'll think, well, why is he not going? Surely if you were innocent, you'd just go because you'd be found not guilty. So yeah, so anyway, I'm blabbing on there a little bit, but I'll let you go. So I'll go to the situation. So they've got arrested. I've been to court, went in the courtroom, and I told you what they said. So I'll tell you what they exactly said in the courtroom, because I was rushing the other one because I was getting through it. So what happened when I got arrested, I got took to court. I thought I was under armed arrest. I thought I was under armed guard. No, I was under armed arrest, I was telling you. So when they let me go home, they arrested me in the hospital and put me in a van. Took me to the prison, took me to the Stockton police station overnight. No medication, nothing. Supposed to have 2 dressings on my leg, taken every 5 or 6 hours, supposed to come out. 6 hours I think it was. I had 2 dressings, one at the top, one at the bottom, and 2 major operations on my leg, one in one hospital, then moved me to the other one. So they got me out quick. She said the nurse, she should have been in here a month or so, at least, because of the injuries. But because of all the guns and all stuff with police and that, there was a bit scary felt in there. So I said, I'm not bothered, I'll go home. I said, the district nurse can come out. So I done all that. So goes there. Anyway, the police then, instead of bailing me from the police station, they decided to take me to court and get me remanded. You got to remember, my leg was fucking, you should have seen the state of my leg. It was terrible. Holes all over me. So they've taken me to court. And as I'm in the Bridewell, as you know, the Bridewell's downstairs, they've got to bring you upstairs. So as they're bringing me up the stairs, I'm nearly passing out. Unbelievable, sweating pouring at me. And there was an old Bridewell's officer. An old Bridewell officer, sorry about that. And he said, look, the man's really ill. So they've got me to the top of the stairs. And as I'm at the top of the stairs, you go in the dock, as they call it. The screws are holding me up because I'm not faint. So the judge said, is this man ill? And anyway, they told him what was wrong. He said, oh, this is going to have to get a jail. But anyway, they let him go. I said, no, I'll carry on. So they're going to the jail straight away. So he came, a little bloke with glasses. He was the prosecution. He said, Mr. Cockrell came to the Brunswick Street, Stockton, with a gang of at least 70 people at the front of the building and 30 at the back. And he already planted assailants inside, other perpetrators inside, where they had weapons. They had handguns, what found that they've seen. There was machetes, there was baseball bats, there was hammers, there was knives. There was all different implements found. And he was carrying a Mac 10 machine gun. This is what they said. They said they went on the back like a military style precision, cut the bolt cutters, cut the back doors open, got in the back way. Cockrell came down the stairs to fight the boxer, came down, hit him 3 times, beat the boxer, and then went back in. So what happens, I went back in, everyone was buzzing because they were bullies who got the door. We kicked all the dogs. When I went down to fight them, all the doormen ran off. But they did tell the police that they had firearms. That's what they said. So we were in the club. So we were in there off our heads and about 2 hours later, outside, there's over 100 cops, maybe more, from all different areas. All inspectors stood there. And there's about, 1,500 people in the premises. Now, they can't arrest you if there's 400 or more, because in case there's a riot, it's even at a football match in a place like that. If there's a big load of them, they've got to have the horses there and all that stuff, so they've got to have the riot police. So they're not allowed to arrest you. This was like back in 1992. So anyway, I was in the loft hid, and I thought, oh, fuck it, I'm coming down. So they had all these dogs with them as well. So anyway, I comes down out this loft thing, comes down the stairs, and down the stairs, you went down the stairs, it was like a big long stairway with about 30 steps all the way to the top, and then you went around the step, it was three stories high, the building. So as I'm coming down the stairs, there's a copper on every second step. So it's there's about 15 on that side, 15 that side. So there's about 30 cops, and there's 5 at the bottom. All stood, so I'm walking down, they're going to nick me any minute, they're going to grab me. And I'm looking at them, and every time I'm looking at them, because I'm off my head, my eyes are black as a fucking shark. I look like fucking mad, and I already had a fight and everything, so my aggression's up. So I've looked at the cops, every time I look at them, they're putting their heads down, nearly every one of them, not all of them, but nearly all of them. So I got to the bottom of it, and I walked outside, and anyway I went out, and it was bright daylight. So you go outside, and there was all these inspectors from different places, from Newcastle Police, Peterlee, Billingham, Stockton, Redcar, all over the North East, Durham, all different police stations came, and there was marksmen on the roof, rifles and all sorts. It was all the people tell you was there. There was loads of people there. Anyway, the cops didn't do nothing because they seen me. They looked at me, the inspectors, and there was a couple of top coppers who we know. I won't mention the name, who have retired now. Who were North Yorkshire police. He was a decent cop, like grey-haired one. He was a good one, and he's one of them fair cops. He was good everywhere he went. But they let me go. They never got me then. So the week later, that's when they come. When I had that fight with him. So a week later, that's when they got me in the house and they jumped me and they beat me up. So that was what happened in the club. So that's why they come for me, because I had the fight with this lad and beat him, and it was like tit for tat getting us back. So that's part 3. So we're going to go into part 4 now, because it's coming up for 7 minutes. Because if you do them too long, then it takes too long to download. So Emma's on the phone for ages and bends out the battery. So I'll just do that one. So don't forget to push the like buttons. Do the troll's heading. No, the troll, I should say. I've only got one troll. Do the troll. Cut my nose there, look, today. Was it shaving just for you lot? Anyway, so there's another story for you in the day. And number 4 coming up next.